Testing, testing, one, two, three. Can you hear me? Hi, guys. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, we'll be talking all things Black and Brown. This is a community built to have an open dialogue, to discuss topics that make a difference to help make our life and society better. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And do not forget to tune in weekly to listen to more episodes of Sepia Advocate. I just wanted to talk briefly about, guess what, Kevin Samuels. He's a YouTube guru who recently passed away. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding his death. I wasn't going to say anything about it by me being a new YouTuber and all. I wasn't going to say anything about this man because I certainly didn't agree with his views. I did mention him in one of my earlier videos because he was the leader of the Black Manosphere movement against Black women. And because I'm a Black woman, of course, I don't support his views. However, I wasn't going to get on YouTube, on the YouTube streets and talk badly about this man either. I don't believe in that. Let the man rest in peace. But that seems to be what a lot of content creators are doing. Everyone wants to eat off this man's demise, and I didn't want to be a part of that. I get it, though. That is what the YouTube stratosphere is all about. Taking advantage of viral moments. So I just basically wanted to say that I hope this Black woman bashing will end here. But unfortunately, I can already see that it probably, more than likely, will not. As a matter of fact, it looks as if the crusade is magnified. And that's a shame. This is why the Black family is so damaged right now. We need to be devising a solution to come together as a family unit, not tear each other down. We wonder why we can't advance as a race here in America. It starts with us, Black people. We are the only race of people that bash each other. And we should be the absolute last race of people to ever do that, particularly due to the unequal footing that we started on. The system is designed for the Black male and the Black female to be divided. Unity is a threat to their control. Together we stand, but divided we fall. Once we come together, we are mighty. We can never and will never, ever advance, tearing each other apart. This is absolute madness, and it has to stop. That's really the message I wanted to put out on this. Again, I'm not going to disrespect the dead. I respect the dead. And I just wanted to come on and just let you hear a basic ideology behind the true meaning of divide and conquer. Let me add this in.
Divide and conquer is a common strategy used by narcissists, psychopaths in personal relationships. It's also used in groups, organizations, and I want to bring this method to your awareness because it's being used against humanity right now. The amount of conflict, disagreements, and hatred, and groups that are for and against, for example, vaccinations, 5G, in politics, it's exhausting. And you probably are fast realizing the wisdom of disengaging from heated debates where people are intent on misunderstanding you or intentionally misinterpreting your message just for the sake of being right. You can literally feel yourself weakening And when you take sides, it's a false sense of power. It's a fake empowerment. So I'm going to unpack this strategy of divide and conquer so you understand, become familiar with recognizing it so you don't fall prey to this covert form of manipulation that appears superficially like it's empowering, like you fighting and arguing and trying to convince the opposition that you have the truth. Remember that the goal of divide and conquer is to work both sides up into a heightened emotional frenzy. And this, of course, causes polarization. It solidifies a dualistic and limited view. And you can see this being used by mainstream media. It's used on social media with trolls and hackers intentionally infiltrating both groups, leaving provocative statements, spreading misinformation, and then standing back and enjoying the show. And to both groups on both sides, it creates a torturous, frustrating energy. It is a form of pain. So let me put this out there. Remember that sadists take pleasure in your pain. This is how the use of this warring tactic used against humanity is clearly seen as a sadistic move. This strategy is used on many levels. For example, if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they will intentionally cause conflict to divide the family, to cause separation between children. They'll force you to take sides against your loved ones, and they do this to gain control. It also diverts you from what they're really up to. The conflict detracts from you noticing their malevolent agenda. It's preferable to make you feel disabled, to traumatize you, destroy your sanity, make you feel incoherent and uncertain. But when you think about it, nobody wants to unnecessarily fight. Most people are peace loving. They want harmony, cooperation. It's comforting to be in a group where people feel supported, and this is how issues are resolved respectfully. And conflicts can be resolved when you remember to focus on the group's common objective. But that's not what the narcissist wants. Peaceful resolution is not the objective of a tyrannical organization. Remember that the tactic of divide and conquer is used by oppressors whose aim is to continue their oppression, to divide you, and to keep you focused on your religious, economical, social, educational differences. Peace and harmony does not support their agenda. They need to propagate uncertainty, confusion, conflict in order to divide and conquer, thus feel powerful in their ability to do so. So, causing conflict, provoking you, triangulating, emotionally triggering you, poking sticks at your vulnerabilities, publicly humiliating, amplifying agitation. This all has a purpose. You need to step back and see it. When they plot against you, for example, gossip and spread hateful rumors behind your back, tell one person one thing and then tell a different version of events to another person within your family, a group, a church, an organization, that's all to create division, not unity amongst members. They instinctively understand the significance of the words, united we stand, divided we fall. They thrive when two sides are opposing one another, attacking, blaming, hating. All of this conflict is great for those who stand behind the curtain with a satisfied smirk on their face. It's very gratifying to indirectly lower the status of a rival because this affirms their superiority, cunningness, and ability to exploit. This basically validates how weak, blind, and intellectually inferior you are. And your intensified reactions confirm it. And also remember that their image needs to stay clean. They need to appear innocent, unassuming, and fakely concerned. Divide and conquer is used to control because in our division, we are at war with one another. We do not see the covert saboteur, the underlying agenda, which is to weaken us, to divert our hatred toward the opposition. When we do that, it means that our attention, energy, and focus is aimed at who they've pointed the stick at as our rival. So all of that outrage, disgust, anger is toward the other side. But once both sides wake up, and this only happens if we are able to disengage and even momentarily agree to disagree. If we're able to suspend our judgment, maybe consider that our perception has been manipulated. Consider what if we've both been fed half truths, deliberately misinformed. If people on both sides of the opposition realize we are both suffering, if we can stop and recognize some commonality, perhaps like the fact that each side wants peace, we all want to be healthy, prosperous, have freedom, if we can find common ground in our humanity, in that moment, we may be able to see we've been set up. We've both been deceived, exploited. We didn't know we were being used like puppets, objects in a very strategized agenda. And this is when we will realize the exponential strength in our unity. A path.
Absolute magical words from Joanna Kujith. Sorry. Question: do you agree or disagree with what I've said here? Do you think that the fight starts with us, Black people? Do you think it starts with us? When did it come to this? We are not enemies. We should be in this fight together. Please let me know in the comments and feel free to join in the conversation. Until next time, bye, be safe, and be blessed. Remember, united we stand, divided we fall.